spin the block around just like the spot, and they would spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend, and my energy paralyzed. I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bear in a mess. You the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't a bearing to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up there, I'm airing the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Tesla driver soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And they would spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And they would spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. You like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jalen Richard now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
The 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Here comes Richard on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Richard is on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
Ready for us.
Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Mixes the ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Joe Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now they run with Mixon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. They run for it with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Play action. Now it's Brady sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady steps away to his left. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a 1st carry from Giovanni Bernard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They give it to him running left, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Makes the score.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Here comes Richard on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
at the 36-yard line.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Bengals 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing one out for Boyd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 14, Bengals 10.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackled at the 25.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Love from the gun. He's got Adams on the hookup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now they try the right side here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the Bengals' 17-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He's brought down.
And this will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
To number 5.
The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action this time with Love. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 2.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline. And talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over. When it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Glove. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to try and go deep again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got...
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Taylor, rolling to his right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hunter Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up set.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Scantling. Incomplete. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 42. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mixon with it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. 3rd down here. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. McKellar Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play action, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And able to find Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Forced out to his left. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 16-yard Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down and 4. Taylor. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Love now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
This is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Love once more. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Eluding the pressure right. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Going back to Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Love. Flushed out right. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Set him back 5. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. DeForest Buckner. And that will force a turnover on downs. It's a turnover. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Taylor to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Airing one out for Boyd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
To Marquez.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards. First down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
31-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Mixon. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
3rd and 6.
On third down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout
A gain of 3.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 20, 10, 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action now. Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
30-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run with Cannon.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
27.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Packers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. get it.